You can tell me when to begin. Are you filming me?
Is it going?
Yes.
Say when. Is it on?
Or were you just like, hello, kiss?
Okay.
Yeah. Ready? Wait, no, not so much. I don't want to talk about it because I hate talking about it on video.
Does making out in a dare not count? Just trading off with another guy?
Yeah, that's weird.
The thing about your first kiss, your first kiss.
Okay, what do I say? Just start talking?
Yes.
So, here we go. You have no experience. You're a complete noob.
My first ever kiss.
It's my first kiss.
That was actually really romantic.
I was in 8th grade and I was 13.
14.
17 years old.
Age. What the fuck age?
7.
14. 16.
14.
I was 16.
Rachel has this friend coming over with a friend.
It was this girl that I had met while serving tables at my first job.
It was in my school disco.
At Pier 39.
On my couch in the garage.
Bahamas with my brother.
My first girlfriend's bedroom. I was in a play. And of course it was like a little double date thing. So her best friend and my close friend were also dating. And of course they took the bed.
I can remember it being on a really cold, sort of wintry day with really thick storm clouds overhead.
We went to a dance and I tried to get all dolled up in my terry cloth pink shorts.
I had been dating long distance for about a year.
There's this boy, and he was a few years older. He was actually in high school.
I met these two girls. One was into my brother, and then the other one kind of tags along.
I'd been flirting sort of with the female lead and at the same time with a different girl.
We were like really awkward because like we knew we wanted to be with each other, but we had to told each other that we wanted to be with each other.
She was my customer.
We were sitting on a bench, and he knew that I was like really like naive, and I never had a boyfriend before.
And ultimately, it comes to this point where it's sort of like a contest between the two of them. We got out for like a month and we hadn't kissed or anything.
We went to a club.
I was really eager because I knew that Rachel had this guy in reserve for me, and we were gonna watch a scary movie in her bed.
So there's like this one car parked in front of the driveway of this house, and these two guys are in it hanging out, and one of the guys was like my best friend.
It finally rolls around to summertime and I end up getting to, go out and see her.
And I lied and said I was a lot older than I was. I said I was 16, and she was, I don't know, 20, 21, something like that.
And so me and this girl is probably also gonna be in the video. I took her out to dinner and then we went back to her house.
The last day of school, a friend of mine had a graduation party. One of those seize the day graduation parties.
So, cast party. This is after the show.
Everybody had been saying that we had to kiss, but I was too scared to.
And being school discos in the 90s, it was really cheesy, so I didn't dance. So I sat at the front of the stage with a girl named Jane.
Chris Young.
Tracy.
Rachel.
Jean.
His name's Nay.
The two girls, their name was Shannon and Barbara, and I remember telling my mom that when I went on a date with them, they had to bring their backpacks because that was the only way I could tell them apart.
I am waiting at the park for her, and she kept me waiting for the longest time ever. I was sitting there, like on this bench, just totally panic-stricken. We were talking and I got her phone number and we hit it off.
But I was really nervous around her because I was lying.
So we go inside and are sitting on the couch.
Sitting on the couch chatting because we didn't really have anywhere else to go because the bed was taken by the horny, passionate make-out sessioners.
And I was huddled in a sort of hideout made out of leaves and bushes.
She finally showed up, tapped me on my shoulder. I got freaking excited.
And he came over, and then one day I guess we were just like watching. I feel like we were watching some like really weird MTV show. We're watching some like second-rate like sequel of a movie.
We watched some dumb movie.
We watch Meet the Parents.
And this is where it gets funny.
During nighttime at the canteen, I remember him saying, "Do you want to go for a walk?" So we went for a walk.
We went onto the beach afterwards in front of our hotel.
And suddenly I was just alone with this girl, and it was sort of at the age when talking to girls was a little bit awkward.
The lights were dark, and I'm pretty sure there was a slow song on.
We were playing a bunch of those stupid party games and it comes to we end up playing spin the bottle.
We were playing spin the bottle.
I'm just like being really nervous. I'm like, oh my god, like what am I obligated to do?
We weren't really talking much. We were just kind of sitting there and looked over at her, and then she looked back up at me and
He was like, I want to kiss you, but I don't know how.
He basically professed love to me.
I give that thing a whirl.
The male lead goes, okay, Alexey, you and this girl, you're both going into the bedroom right now.
Spinning.
I, even though I hadn't kissed anybody before, decided to give him instructions.
And she asked me, you don't want to kiss me?
Spinning. Spinning.
I wanted to, like in my head, I knew that this was the moment that if I was gonna do anything, that's when I was gonna have to do it.
And then it stopped.
Then it just sort of happened. Our first kiss.
She kind of just snuck up from behind, and when I turned around, she pushed her lips up against mine.
I finally leaned over and we kissed.
And then the people in the movie kissed, and I kissed her, and then we kissed.
She said something like, "You have no idea how much I want to kiss you right now."
And then he kissed me.
But then we kissed, and it gets better.
I never would have expected that I'd be kissing this girl.
We must have been talking for 2 seconds. The next thing I know, Nick's tongue is like down my throat and he's like lifting me up, putting me on top of him.
And at some point, it just, like, his tongue is in my mouth. And we kissed and I was so confused. I just didn't even know what to do with myself.
I kissed my girlfriend, and right in the face.
At the very, very end of the dance, when I didn't see him the whole time, we go and walk up to it and we're like,
Yeah, we kissed during Meet the Parents.
He attempted to kiss me and ended up biting my tongue, and I was bleeding.
This other girl who I was flirting with, if you go back in time, found out about it, and she had to kiss me too.
But I just leaned over and kissed her, and I just remember thinking that her lips just felt so soft and warm.
And she basically just whopped one on me.
And, moved in slowly, nervous as ever, because, you build up your first kiss to be like something. I built it up in my head.
It was so excellent.
She's my girlfriend, my first girlfriend, my only girlfriend, and as of yet, she has been my only kiss.
To make matters even crazier, a third girl comes in.
I kissed each one of them like on the cheek, and I remember going home and being like, I'm the man.
It actually wasn't that bad. Like, it could have been much worse.
Yeah, it was good.
That's so cute. Oh, how precious.
She said, that was excellent kiss.
Being the typical 7-year-old boy that I was like, ooh.
the tongue was very confusing. It felt so minty, and for the rest of the night I was so excited.
I think I felt the pangs of puppy love for the first time.
It was crazy.
It was just the worst end to a night ever.
Which is incredible. Really was.
It was the most pleasant thing I'd ever experienced.
So yeah, that's how my first kiss happened, and it was really cool, and I liked it.
I was a champion that night.
My first kiss hasn't happened yet. Oh, dude.
How was your first kiss?